So here's what's going on with the black 760 wagon so far. Haters gonna hate. This is my older brother's car, and what it is it's a just B230 FT. It's an 89 760 wagon, and gotten the turbo manifold finally off with the old turbo. I forget which turbo it is. TD05. He went to the junkyard, ended up finding this 15G off of an 850 turbo that was pretty much already pulled except for like 2 manifold studs. And I had this 90s plus manifold laying around, and I just welded up a small little crack in the back over here of the manifold. We're also going to block Fancy. There it is. Hashtag inspiration. Everything we're doing here, we're actually not trying. The whole idea wasn't to change the timing belt because it's in super bad condition, and then the water pump because we've got this seal up here that's all torn, leaking coolant, leaking oil everywhere. We're gonna do the front main seal, cam seal
leaks a lot.
Obviously, new valve cover gasket, and then just kind of clean everything up and figure out where the other leaks are coming from, and that's where we got all our parts over here for.
Okay, so all this stuff is off.
Oh, okay. Fun fact: the timing cover that goes behind the cam gear over here, we thought was taken off at one point because it wasn't there. Turns out it was like eaten. Yeah, that plastic is like
gone.
Yeah, there's supposed to be like a top piece that comes back and around, has a little mark that you line up this little dot on the cam gear to.
This thing
is missing, and not that it completely obstructs timing, it's not that big of a deal. We have a little timing tool, we just slip over it.
This thingy.
Because these covers are dumb and it looks cooler without it. I mean, not that it's a bad idea to have it on there, it's definitely a good idea to keep it. But we've got to pull off the crank gear, crank seal, and then...
So smooth.
Oh, did it not come with another one of these? I guess not.
No, it didn't.
Well, that's annoying.
It's okay, and then...
That means you have to compress the whole spring.
Water pump.
I will not get shot in the face.
One-handed.
So we gotta compress this spring and put it onto there because the new idler pulley, I guess, thought it wasn't necessary. So let's see if we can just. Okay, yeah, this is probably gonna work.
Got it.
So it doesn't look as clean anymore and brand new because my gloves are full of Jimenez's filthy engine, but the new idler is great.
And spins very nice. So good. Johnny's greatest hits.
It's not for me to say you love me.
Yeah, just hold up on that. Come on. Oh. There it is. I'm gonna pull off the cam gear and then pull off just this front cam journal or whatever you want to call it. There it is. So supportive, thank you. You can actually get these seals out without taking that out, but we're gonna take it out and clean it up really nicely. So.
Okay, and we're filming with the GoPro Hero 4 Session. It's not the greatest, and it's actually terrible in low light. This is like, kind of like probably the worst you want to do, lighting-wise.
Wow, Subaru.
Sick,
I bet
bro.
It's got a cool vape.
That's the new one. getting dark, so we brought a light.
Just kind of cleaning up the front of the head over here.
Don't even worry about that. It'll be fine.
What? What about it?
Mom, we're trying to become famous. We're trying to become famous. You're interrupting our video. We're trying to become famous.
YouTube. We're not gonna work anymore, Mom. We're just gonna make YouTube videos.
Good.
Alright, so we got the car on ramps because we need to do some more stuff.
Yeah, we drove it on. Nah, we didn't. Just gonna oil it up a little bit.
Some in here too.
The little Russian kids. Okay. That, yeah, that feels good. That feels good too. Feels good. I'll just wipe it off so it's nice and clean. And then get the gasket ready because we can just put this valve cover gasket on. But
Does he have any valve cover gasket?
He didn't buy one because he was too cheap to buy the. He said he never heard of Felpro.
Really?
So he's like, yeah, some brand I never heard of it. It was like $16, so I didn't want to buy it. I was like, well, you check any other places like AutoZone? No.
Well, I have one in the garage, but that's mine.
Do you use it yet?
No, but I mean, he can go buy his own tomorrow.
We can go pick one up.
Yeah, I mean, he's at work, so that's why we're doing this. That it's kind of like we work on it and he drives it.
So we're looking at this, and that doesn't look like residue from valve cover gasket,
Legit looks like glue.
and it's coming off like it's some suspect. So I mean, would you like it for $1?
I'd do it for $2. It's 7 o'clock, so we're gonna go with this car, the daily, and see if we can get a valve cover gasket from Napa. Okay, let's go.
Medium red velvet hot cocoa with vitamin, light ice, strawberry soda, straight up.
Volvos. He went.
Nuts, bro.
Hookups. Gotta roll up in the whip because the Volvo didn't want to go.
One quarter pounder with cheese. Anything else? Yeah, 1 second. There you are. Thank you. Have a nice night.
We're back at the motherland.
Just made the drop.
Finally, we made it.
No. Volvo. 740.
1989.
89.
Do that.
Yeah.
$14. And I could have it here tomorrow.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, it's late, so that's it for part 1. See the rest of it tomorrow.